were you surprised that Alex Lyon did not start today? And do you think that has anything to do with the report that UPL is not exactly happy about a crowded crease? What are your thoughts on that?
I was definitely surprised UPL got the start today. Yeah,
I thought
dude.
he played well, by the way. Sorry, just
Yeah.
put that out there. I thought he played well. So
No, yeah, he had a good game. So now he'll probably get the next start too. So now it's someone like Lyon. You're like,
yeah,
when's this guy? This guy probably won't play till Friday, Saturday at this point, which is another week from now. He hasn't played since I believe like it's been 2 weeks already
well,
since his
he got
last
pulled
game.
in his last game, and it wasn't necessarily his fault. It was more just the coach is like, I got to
Yeah,
do something here, kind of thing. So last time he like started and finished was a while ago.
yeah. It's just like I, that's a problem with the 3 goalie system too. But I think at this point, it's like I thought Colton Ellis was terrible. Like the last game he played, like I know people are saying the team in front of him played bad. I thought Ellis also just played
He
like
didn't help him.
terrible.
Yeah, can't
Like
have
he
him, man.
didn't help the team at
Unfortunately,
all. So
but like
he
that's
probably
what.
has the shortest leash of all
But
of them.
at the same time, I have some sympathy for him because, like, again, early in his NHL career, and Lindy's doing the thing where, like, and I don't necessarily blame Lindy either. Of just like, oh, you won this game, okay, play again. Oh, we won again, play again,
Yeah,
play again, play again, play again. Okay, you had a bad start. Okay, well now you're not going to play. Like that's after a while, your body's going to wear down, and you're going to just have a not so good game. We kind of saw that a little bit with Lyon as well. So, like, I don't think that's necessarily. I mean, sustainable. Could you do it? Yeah, but I don't think playoff teams are doing stuff like that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's
Lindy's
tough.
from an era of coaches though, where he used to play like Ryan Miller like 68 games, and then or 70 games, and then you'd play like Jocelyn Tebow like 12 games or Patrick Williams. So
Yeah, Patrick
I
Lalime
don't really.
against like the 12-40 Philadelphia Flyers, and you're like, yeah, get in there, Patty.
Yeah, and I also wonder too, like I don't really know how. I mean, it varies team by team, but like someone like Ellis, like if Lindy's like, oh, we should send him, put him on waivers, or if the GM's like, oh no, we should keep him up. Like I don't know how that
Yeah,
dynamic works,
yeah.
but it's like Ellis will get claimed if you send him down.
Hmm.
Devin Levi has looked not great in the HL this season. So
Started strong, and he's tailed off, and
yeah,
got called out by Mike Leone, and that was something. And there was
I mean he hasn't
apparently
given
a
up
report. I'm sorry.
like every game in November. He's given up 3 or more goals, and he's only faced I think over 30 shots. Like I think I looked up like 3 of his starts this season. So it's not really like
Jesus.
he's like facing 60 shots a night on a terrible
Mhm.
AHL team. Like the Amerks aren't a bad AHL team. Even with all these
Yeah.
call ups, they're still not a bad AHL team. They've got some
Yeah.
guys down there.
Yeah.
So
Oh God, what's his name? Oh shoot. I'm not going to delay this any longer, but there's a guy having a decent start to his season. I'm going to look it up now because that's really going to bother me. But I agree. I think
Zach
it's.
Jones, I think he's a point per game player down there
Oh, is he?
on
I'm.
defense. Yeah.
It's Trevor Kuntar, I believe his
Oh
name is.
yeah,
Yeah.
Williamsville guy.
Yes. 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 So that is fun to see. Also, having him back in the area. So Amherst games are just fun, man. I went to the home opener. It was a really good game. Devin Levi, I will say, in that game, just because I was there, he did make some really key stops, especially late in the third period when they were trying to protect the lead. He did play for
I
the yeah.
think that's the thing with Levi though, is that he can make like those crazy saves, but it's like the consistency. Like that was the
Yeah.
thing with Dominic Hasek. I mean, not trying to compare a guy to him, but with Hasek, he'd make those crazy saves and also be consistent on top of it.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of where you need to be at as a goalie, and I think that's kind of been what he's struggled with, at least so far this season.
Still plenty of time. Still November, not even December yet, so he
Yeah,
still has plenty
still
of time to pick
time,
it up.
but
But if you're looking for him to come up and either make a I don't want to say like an emergency start, but for him to come up one day and
Scott
get a start.
Ratzlaff though, I mean ECHL, I think he's got a
Yeah, he's playing real
936
well.
save percentage in 7 games.
Yeah, so like that's the thing is, when do you try to get Ratzlaff maybe sometime in Rochester?
Yeah,
And they already have Topias Lilnonen, and they have
who
just
has not been good. He has not
he's
been
not
good there.
he's not been good either.
Yeah,
Levi's struggled, but again, long season for him. You're probably not going to see him come up to Buffalo though for his little, one start appearance. They just put in this morning put Georgiev on waivers
oh
for
yep.
the purpose of contract termination, which I think we all kind of saw that when it wasn't, he didn't make the NHL roster,
They
and he goes
said
down
it
to
on the
Rochester.
NHL Network broadcast today. They're like, "Why did they sign this guy?" And I
I
was
mean,
like, "Honestly, I
it
have
was
no
just
idea
backup.
why."
You had no idea if UPL was going to be
But that's what a
healthy.
PTO is. That's what like a PTO is for. If they kept him on a PTO and then Ellis popped up, they could just end Gorgia's PTO at that time. Like they could have just
Well, I
given him a
mean,
PTO and then signed him after.
this is essentially this is kind of like a glorified PTO. Sign the contract, now it's just getting terminated. So like, I mean, I don't necessarily get it either. But again, this was when UPL was struggling, having his injury issues, and Colton Ellis wasn't in the picture yet, I think, or
No,
was
he
he?
wasn't. But he wasn't. But it's like just sign a guy on a PTO, and then when a guy like Ellis, or when everyone goes down on waivers, which there's sure to be at least one or two goalies. I don't know. I just don't understand it.
Maybe it was one of those things where they had an agreement with him. They're like, look, you sign with us, we will try to find you a trade if it doesn't work out, and then if it doesn't, then we will do the contract termination. You can head off to Finland, Sweden, Russia, wherever you want to go play. Third tier in France. I don't care. Just yeah, sounds like Georgiev's out of there, so it will be Devin Levi. And I think that is kind of one of those things where it's like, all right, Levi, this is your net because especially if Lanone is not playing well, you have no one to fall back on. Ratzlaff, sure, but like, sure, he's playing well in the ECHL. It's also the ECHL. Not to knock it, very good players play in the ECHL, but there's levels to
Yeah,
this.
I just think Lenona though at the 866 save percentage because the AHL is a league where you have to play your backup goalie a decent amount. So there's so many back to backs.
Or like
I just
three and
think,
three. Oh,
yeah,
that
I just think
sucks to play.
you got to get better than an 866 save percentage from a guy that's playing once a week. That's just killer
Yeah.
to be
I
letting
mean,
in like that many goals.
yeah, and look again. Maybe there's some things in front of the net where the team isn't helping them out necessarily either. I remember the one game I went to. This is again home opener, but it's just what I can go off of. A couple goals went in for the other team where guys were either half tied up or weren't tied up, like right in front of the net, kind of thing. And so if that's also happening for Lenonen, like that's you
I
need
just
some
think
help
for
there
me though,
too. Yeah,
is
like
that
stats.
we've just seen Emirates teams that have bled shots that have given up a ton of dangerous chances, and Levi had a better save percentage behind those defenses
Yeah.
than he is right now. So I think that's kind of the concerning thing is for
Well,
a 6 foot goalie to succeed, they have to absolutely dominate the AHL. Like they
true.
can't just pass by.
That's true. That's definitely true. I mean, but it is one of those things where, like, I'm not trying to make excuses, but it could be the more shots you get, the more comfortable and in the game you get. But
Yeah,
the
it
less,
could be.
maybe I don't know. And then next thing you know, one squirts past you and you kind of get in between your ears. I don't know. Just saying, it doesn't seem like Devin Levi's going to be coming up anytime soon. Pius Lanonen, holy crap, what's going on there? Don't know what they're going to do with the three goalie situation here in Buffalo because it seems unsustainable. But the second the second they get rid of Colton Ellis, for example, or UPL or Lion, who knows? I don't know. They get rid of one of them. Second, another guy goes down or something,
Or
or
Colin Ellis will
whatever it
like
is.
get like claimed by the Leafs and like go on like an insane run and like
Yeah.
carry them to the
So
playoffs.
I don't know what the answer is. I know we're saying, yeah, we'll see what happens, or I don't know, we'll see. I genuinely don't know what they're going to do with this because I kind of thought they were going to come to a solution by now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think my determining factor, like, it's still too late for me necessarily, but by the end of the year. Like they have a pretty busy road schedule in December. What happens by the January 1st? Who's where?
Yeah.
Who's maybe injured? Who's back from injury?
Hey, do I get
Hopefully,
credit on my bull take though? Because I guess Colin Ellis was starter or considered the starter for at least a little bit. I remember our
what was your bold take that
preseason
he's going to be
episode.
starting?
I was like, Colin Ellis will be the Sabres starter at some point this season. So I guess on paper, you know, maybe he was for like
I think we got to
two
give it to you
games.
on a technicality. Yeah. No, I think you're right. So, oh man, where else do you come than the Sabremetrix podcast for scorching hot Colton Ellis takes? Uh, look, again, it was a bad game that he played, but the team wasn't great in front of him too. I just hope he gets another shot for sure and just kind of see what happens. If he plays a bad game there, then it's just like, all right, it was a cool experiment. Then we're out of here. We got to kind of stick with the more proven guys, but it's not like
Yeah, well, That's just the problem though. A bad game, you're on the bench for a month with the three
Yeah,
goalie
exactly,
rotation.
with 3 goalies as well. That's a good point because it seems like UPL is probably gonna take over the net, and then they're gonna try to wanna get Lions some games, especially on, back-to-back here. When's the next time Ellis actually plays? Just the 3 goalie
Yeah,
thing is just tough. It's just tough, but again, like I said, second you trade UPL, and, it was a topic I thought about talking about UPL trades, but we're not gonna get into it just yet, especially after the game he played today because it seems like he's playing pretty well, and I would assume he's gonna get some starts coming up here soon, so I don't know. It's tough. Tough situation. Don't necessarily envy Lindy Ruff because he might even be like, because he's kind of basically said, like, I don't like this. And it's almost like
yeah,
Kevin Adams is just like, well, that sucks because we're keeping him kind of thing. So I
yeah.
don't know. Not trying to say anything's right or wrong. It just curious to see what happens. It's more of a react once something happens versus, try to predict what happens.